So here today, I think I'm just gonna do things a little different, and we can have a girl chat or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but boys are welcome to join too. I just won't put it on, but I just say girl chat or whatever. So while we have this girl chat, why don't y'all pour up y'all drinks? I'm sipping on Stella Black. I really like Stella Black. Like, that's one of the wines I really enjoy. It's good, it's sweet, not too bitter. I don't like bitter wines or dry wines, I guess. Yes, so anyways, pour you up, and let's get into it. But anyways, so today's chat, I guess, will be about relationships, or my relationship to say. So to get into the video, I have been married I'm married at 22. So I've been married for 12 years. I think I got married when I was 22. Yeah, I want to say I got married when I was 22. So it's going on 12 years. So I've been married for about 12 years. And sad to say, but at our 12-year mark, my marriage is coming to an end. And to hear me say that out loud, it kind of shocks, it kind of resonates with me a little bit. I have to be completely honest, and I have to say that I deeply care and deeply love my husband. I just think I've come to a point in my life where I started to love myself more. I think in my younger years, I loved him more than I loved myself. And so now I'm at a point to where, okay, girl, you have to love yourself more. And so that is kind of why we are going through a divorce. What I want to talk about is how hard it is to go through a divorce, still live with your spouse, and still try to heal from the hurt and the pain. That is a very hard thing to do, because every day you wake up, it's a constant reminder of the things that he's done. So with that constant reminder happening all the time, he's there every day, you're not really able to heal from the hurt that is caused from the marriage being broken. Then it always puts you in a bad space. What I will say, I mean, like, honestly, like, I feel like the big thing in our relationship was just being faithful, and being faithful on both parts. I won't put it all on him. I've definitely have not been faithful in this relationship, and he has not been faithful in this relationship either. What I will say is, I don't want to like put it off on him, like, oh, because he cheated, I cheated, because, you know, when you grow older and you start to realize, like, that wasn't a thing to do. Like, just because he cheated didn't make it right for me to go ahead and cheat as well. I should have just left the relationship. That's basically what I should have done. Me being more older now, me being more mature now, I definitely see that that's the things that I should have done. But you know, when you know better, you do better. And so Now I'm in a state of doing better, and it's really been a journey. So a little backstory, I guess. I think I met him when I was like 15. Um, we were friends. And that's because he was older than me, so we were friends. And then I met him again when I was 17, and then we were dating, but I was young, so you know how you're young, used to be, oh, I'm breaking up with you, or whatever. And so I broke up with him, but in the midst of breaking up with him, I was pregnant with my first son, and abortion wasn't an option at that point in time. I was going to church heavy, and so abortion just wasn't an option. And then, not to mention, it was a girl, and I don't know if it was true or not, but it scared the best out of me, and I'm like, I ain't getting no abortion. And it was a girl and that I knew, and I want to say she went to our church, and like she had an abortion, and the abortion, something went wrong and it left her in a wheelchair, and I was scared. So I'm like, nah, I'm cool. So I never got one. I was like, I don't want that happening to me. I'd be like, it would be just my luck. So I had my first son, Elijah, and me and him were together still. And then like a little, maybe like when Elijah was like 6 months, we decided to like try to work it out. And so then, you know, we was young, of course, things was happening, you know, things that happen when you're young. Y'all argue. If he cheat, then you just like, okay, whatever, cussing him out, and then you don't talk to him, then y'all back cool, whatever. So that was pretty much our relationship, early 20s and things to that nature. So then 3 kids later we separated. I found out he cheated, and I was done with everything, I want to say. I think at that point I just really felt at my all-time low, self-esteem wise, everything. So I just was done. I was done with God. I was done with him. I want to say I was done, and probably was done and checked out being a mother at that point, because I felt like I've been giving myself to people my whole life since I was like 18, and I never had a chance for being myself. So I can say that there were things when I was that age, when I think we separated. I think I found out about that girl when I was like 24, 25-ish. And so I'm like, I'm done. Now I'm finna just leave and do me and live my life, and I don't care about what nothing. And that's what the state I was on. So I think we were separated for a year. He had his own place, I was at my place, and we would switch off every other week. He with the kids, and we had a system going. And then we tried to make it work again, and my aunt had a counseling session with me and him, and we tried to make it work. We said, okay, we're gonna make it work. I called up anybody who I was talking to, he called up anybody he was talking to, and we were going to be dedicated and really try to give this a try. Got back together, and of course it was back to the same stuff. Still, like, it was cool for a minute, but then I found out he's still doing things, he's still cheating. And I didn't leave right away. Because when he left, the kids were still young, and when he came back, they were still young, because it was only a year, and they were so happy when he came back, and I just couldn't see myself doing that to them again. And so I just was like, I decided just to stay, make it work, and that was that. And so our relationship just got to a point to where I just wasn't feeling valued. I just wasn't feeling appreciated. I wasn't feeling loved, and I was ready to leave. So we talked about it. I was ready to leave. We ended up having Carson, and we decided to like try to make it work again. We went to counseling, and just counseling didn't work. Counseling didn't work because it takes two people to do it. The other party has to want to do it. Everybody has to want to do their homework. Everybody has to show up, and everybody has to be truthful and honest, and that just wasn't happening. So counseling didn't work for us, and it just became to a point to where I was unhappy. I was feeling unhappy, and I'm pretty sure like he had to be unhappy too. If I'm unhappy, it's no way that you can be happy as well. And it's just to the point where we're not talking to each other. We don't speak to each other. It's just like you're in another room, I'm in another room, and we're living together. And at that point, I'm just like, I can't do this. Like, I didn't want my daughter to grow up and see this example of a marriage, and this is the way a woman is treated. And I didn't want my sons to have this example of this is the way you treat a woman. So I had to make a stance and really like say, okay, this is done. I can't do this anymore. So I want to say the last straw was just me finding out about another girl. Just our relationship just wasn't where it needed to be, and I'm just like, why am I still here? What am I still fighting for? It's like I'm not getting anything to nourish this relationship anywhere, any way, any shape or form. So I filed for divorce, and you know, that's where we're at now, just waiting for the paperwork to come through and things of that nature. What I will say is, me being a disciple, me trying to live my life like the best way to as close as Christ example, it's been hard to be nice when you're in the tough part, when your flesh wants you to just be mean. That's been the hardest thing in this transition. And it's not like I just want to be mean. It's just like I felt like you wronged me. I felt like you hurt me, and I feel like, why do I want to talk to you? Like, why do I want to be nice to you? Like, why do I want to care? I don't. And I mean, that's just human nature. If someone hurts you, you don't want to be nice, you don't want to care, you just want to be as mean as possible. And what has been humbling and what has been the hardest experience of this all is trying to love someone who hurt you the way that Christ loves you. And so I would say that is one of the hardest things in this situation. And I just pray. That's all I can do. I just pray. I pray when I feel my feelings rising up, and I'm still human, and so therefore I slip up. I might yell, I might have an attitude at times, I might be mean and not really trying to be mean, and for that I have to apologize because it's just not right. But I'm still human at the same time. And so so that's really been a hard thing for me. What I hope to get out of this, I hope that we can be cool. I hope that we can be cool for the kids. What saddens me is that we are all very family oriented. And of course my kids are family oriented because I'm family oriented, and this is what they've seen growing up. We get together, we throw functions, we, you know, pitch on a party, everybody comes together every holiday and comes together and hangs and just have that quality time. We set up time to have movie nights and things like that as a family, and not just my intermediate family with my husband, but like our outer side family, like on my side, his side, like we're very family oriented. And so what I'm hoping for is that will continue, because no matter what, I have 4 kids with him. He's still my family. Like, so therefore, I don't want it to be awkward for the kids, because this is the things they are used to. I know things will change, but I don't want it to change in the fact that it affects them. What I'm hoping for is that we can have a friendship. You know what I'm saying? When I'm praying that he finds someone who understands that I've been around since I was 18. So, I mean, I don't even know how many years that is. But I don't feel like doing math right now. So, but I've been around for a while. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with his family as if he, you know, grew up with mine. And he's gonna be always welcomed. I don't see that my family will be like, oh no, why do I hear y'all ain't together? Like, never. That will never be an issue. And so I want us to be able to come together for kids' birthday parties. Even if he has someone, bring her. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, bring her. Like, that's how I want it to be. I want it to be no bad blood, no animosity. I want the friends that I had. That's what I want. I want the friend that I had, because we, throughout all this stuff, we've been good friends. It's just that I'm just trying to figure out how to put this. That doesn't sound like harsh, but it's just that, you know, some people don't know how to be in a relationship. Some people don't know how to be a good husband. They are good people, and he's a good person, just not a good husband. And so I will want to work on our friendship for the kids, and just be able to, you know, do what we do for the kids. Be able to throw a party for the kids joint. Be able to come together on a holiday. You know what I'm saying? And not like mix up what the kids are used to, or making the kids feel like, oh dang, we gotta choose. You know, I don't want that to be what it is. So I'm hoping we can split on this amicable, and yeah. But what any advice that I would give someone going through this situation is just be true to yourself. Be nice no matter how hard it is, because God rewards that. You know what I'm saying? God looks at that, and God looks at your heart, and he rewards that, and that's true. I can see, like, through this whole time, how many blessings I have had. You know, we were going through a pandemic. You know, everything's been taken care of. Like, my lights, my gas, my bills are on and paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just deferring. Sorry, excuse me, wine. I'm not just deferring payments, but you know, things are paid off. And so I just look at how much God has taken care of me through this time. And I feel like when you have to be rude and mad all the time, that doesn't affect the person you being rude and mad to. It affects the inner you. That affects you. Like, I can contest to that. When I was here mad at him or mad at just whatever, like, I'm the one mad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the one sitting up here mad with a stank face and irritated and holding on to all this other stuff while he just sitting there chilling, watching TV. Like, okay, you mad. You know what I'm saying? So you doing that does nothing for anyone else. So I would say be kind through this situation. I know it's hard too, but also don't be a doormat. You know what I'm saying? Be kind, but don't be a doormat. And I'm pretty sure y'all know what I mean when I say that. So and just lean on God through this time. But God is the only one that's going to help you through this whole situation. You know, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling lonely, like I do get my lonely moments, I do get down, and that's when I have to reach and just lean on God in those times. And yeah, relationship advice that I feel would be most like, because I mean, people probably looking like, girl, you went through a divorce, what relationship advice could you give? And I feel you, but as somebody who's went through this divorce and seen the things that went wrong to lead up to there, I mean, that's what makes me feel like, let me tell people what I seen went wrong in my situation. And if I ever was to get married again, these are things that I would do. I feel that never cut your partner down. It's been some things that I said to him, and it's been some things that he said to me, and I'm pretty sure some of the stuff that I said to him probably stuck with him too, as well as the things that he said to me probably stuck, if that did stick with me. I can speak for myself, right? That I do know stuck with me. And so try your hardest. If you're in that point in your relationship where you feel like that argument is finna go there, step away, pull back. Don't have anything come out of your mouth that you're going to regret, that you can't take back later, because no matter how much you say sorry, that person is going to forgive you, but the things that you said will never leave their back of their mind, thoughts or whatever. And so I say, really try hard from saying things you will regret later. And also deal with the issues before you go to bed. Don't sit on them. Don't let them linger. Y'all come to a conclusion. It's really, I know it sounds cliche, but it's really like something you should definitely practice, because the more that you let things fester and linger, is the more that it put tension that it puts on that situation. And so you want to definitely make sure that you settle things before the night falls. Don't go to sleep angry. That's a real thing. And just have that line of communication. I couldn't be with somebody that I can't talk to, that I feel afraid to bring things up to, or I need to be able to talk to you in the most realest form. We're going to share our lives with each other, and so be with someone, or make sure that you communicate. Communication is key, because no one is mind readers, okay? Like that, he can't read your mind and she can't read your mind either. And so the most you can do is communicate. That concludes it for the little girl chat, sip some wine chat, and I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm just trying some new things on my channel, and just, you know, want to have a little talk and get some things out, and just some things that y'all can get to know me as well. And so yeah, hopefully you like that. Hopefully your wine is looking like mine. Almost done with. And yeah, I'll see you back here. And so and yeah, like, comment, subscribe, push the like button down below, you know, comment, all that good stuff. Let us sister know what you feel. And also let me, if you got some advice on what I'm going through, drop a comment below. Give me some advice, you know what I'm saying? I'm always looking for ways to be better, like as we all should, is looking for ways to like better ourselves. So yeah, I probably will be, I'm just now starting to get like a little consistent, and I'm sorry if y'all hear my dogs barking in the background, because they are loud. I don't know who's coming up. Somebody must be coming up, but because they don't know how to shut up. Okay. But anyways, so Yeah, so I'm trying to get more consistent on doing everything. So I don't know what days that I will actually upload, but I'm trying to do at least a weekly upload of different things. So stay tuned. And thank you for even watching. For the few of you who watched, I really appreciate it. And I'll see y'all here next time.